We have a lot of different documents that are used to explain how to do this, but I know some people are very visually oriented, so what I'm going to do is walk you through how simple it really is to do an audio recording for a conference. First of all, the page here titled Seminar Recording Setup Instructions is what you start with, and it talks about determining your recording schedule. I've got a couple of samples here from some different conferences of the books from it. I'm going to use the Impact 2008 conference as an illustration. One of the first steps you have to do is determine your talk numbers. Now if you look at this page here, what it has is it's divided into different sessions. The purple are general, youth, and this is where we come up with a little bit of a numbering scheme. What we did is we started with the first sessions, the general sessions with number 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just kind of went down. The marketplace sessions, I jumped all the way up to 71, 72, and 73. Another thing to point out here is the fact that this session is actually a repeat because it's located in the same room, Marquee 103, 104, with Reverend Grover Cooper, and that's the same as session 29. These are the individual log sheets. So in this particular conference here, I've got 3 people that are going to be doing the recording, Paul, Caleb, and Maggie. And what I did is I looked at, okay, Paul's going to do the 2 up in International 7 and 8, so I've got him signed up there. He's recording Bland and Lee. Caleb's going to do the 2 on the marquee floor in the 302 and 304. Those are the 2 up here. And then I've got Maggie doing marquee 103, 104, 5, and 6 because they're all grouped together. Paul probably could have come back and done International 9 and 10 as well, but again, for sample purposes, you kind of organize it this way and have it organized so that you know how it's going to work. Okay, so that's basically, now we're all organized and we know what we're going to do. Okay, now let me show you how an actual recorder works. This is the T30 unit. It looks like this, and it's a pretty simple little recorder. There's a bunch of buttons on the bottom, a bunch of buttons on the top. The main thing that you have to worry about is just the left buttons, the left one on the bottom, left one on the top. To turn the unit on, it's the bottom left button, and you just simply press and hold, and the recorder comes on. When it comes on, it should say record ready, and it should have about 9 hours of recording time left on the recorder. To start the recording, you basically press the top left button. Now at this point in time, you'll notice this button over here is counting down, and it says voice 1221, which is today's date, and then 000, meaning it's the first file on 1221 that's being recorded on this recorder. And that's it. Basically the recorder's going. You now lock it down by this hold button. You push to that direction, and that holds and locks the recorder. So anything I do can't press and be done to hold it. Now what I do is I take the recorder and I hang it around the person's neck, and I would then pull the recorder in the back, catch this in the back, and what that does is it brings the recorder up in the front so it's a little bit tighter. At this point in time the person's recording, it's all set and ready to go. What I do to get my recording sessions all set up is I'm only going to do it with 3. You could do it with as many as 10 of these at a time, but basically I've got my numbered bags down first, and then I would take my recorders and I would set one on each one according to 6, 12, and number 22. Then what's going to go in each one of these is you're going to have a talk title. I've only got the first one filled out, but you would always want to have these filled out in advance ahead of your conference. And then once you've got them setting down in this position, what I do is I come through and I turn on each recorder and I start it recording. So I turn it on. This one was the one that we were ready to do, and so it's going. And then I come back over here and turn that one on and get it recording. Once I've got all of my, I would normally have 10 of them recording, so once I've got all 10 recording, I then come back and I hit the stop button. So to stop recording, you have to take it off a hold first, and then to stop it, you press the top button to stop it. So the top button, it goes back into the ready record mode. At this point I look, and now this one has 3 bars for the battery. Which basically means this one's fairly fully charged. We can use it as is. So now I just power it down, which is the bottom left button, power it down. I would take that one and put it in the bag because it's ready to go. Make sure that the recorder's not in front of the page so you can actually see the page through the bag and it's not blocked by the number. So I look at this one here. Now this one here, if you look at it, let's turn the light on so you can see. You'll notice it's down to only 1 bar. So at this point in time, this battery has to be replaced. Power it down, flip off the backside, pop out a battery, and you'd throw that battery off and you put a new battery in it. I don't have one right here, but you put a new battery in it, and then this one would be ready to go and it could go into the bag. And then at that point in time, I'm ready to go. You organize them according to who's taking each one, so if you know which person is taking each one, and that's basically it. That's what you do to get set up for your seminar.
Hello. My name's Maggie Konstanski. I'll be doing the audio recording today. Okay, so we're going to use this here to record your seminar. It's already recording, and you just have to put it on. You don't have to do anything else. Please don't touch anything. It is on hold, so you can touch the buttons and it won't affect anything. But we'll be taking care of all of this. We'll edit out everything that's not your talk, so don't worry about that. We've already turned it on. We'll turn it off. I'll be by at the end of your seminar to pick it up. So if I can just put it on you, put it on like this, and just make sure it's not interfering and touching any buttons or jewelry or anything, and you should have it just a little ways away from your neck, so you can tighten it back there. And yeah, I'll be by at the end to pick it up, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you very much. You're a good one.